As a kid, all I could think about was getting out and running around. Heard my teachers and my bosses making offers to tie me down. But the poets and the misfits, the lost and profound, we're talking like the world's a big old tangle of souls. So I set out for the shimmering distance, not dressed for the wind and rain, unaware that any blessing worth having comes with a burden of pain. And all the love and all the hurt, the sacred and profane, are bundled together in the bittersweet tangle of souls. The way wound through towns and tenements, through deserts and dirty streets, I struggle to hear a kindred heart in the chorus of concrete. But by happenstance I chanced upon the ones I needed to meet. Such a rare thread in this vast tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above, between the field of stars above, and the fields of dead below, taking a wayward shot at love, giving it all back when we go. I saw plenty people living with nothing and felt grateful for my shoes, for all the road took from me and all I've still got left to lose. Some nights I swear I hear this whole old world croaking the blues, howling the hurt of this tragic tangle of souls. It's a fleeting incarnation, it's a gift that you can't keep. Stardust with a will to live is all there is to me. Every atom's borrowed and every heart's a refugee, just looking for home in this strange tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above, and the fields of dead below, taking a wayward shot at love, giving it all back when we go. Some say this world's an accident, just a clockwork running down. Some talk like it's a tournament where the coolest gets the crown. Seems to me it's a pilgrimage and every step's hallowed ground. A walk through fire in a holy tangle of souls. My brain boggles at the distance that brought this song to you. All the bottlenecks and borders I put my body through. Hualien City to Haida Guaycatumba to Kalamazoo, wide-eyed wandering through this fathomless tangle of souls. Between the field of stars above,
friends.
Oh, I see what you did there. You had Pete Fiddler.
Yeah, that was Pete Fiddler.
Hi, friends.
We can see that the reception is not very good right now.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about that. We're in the Winfield Fairgrounds here in Winfield, Kansas, and the phone will be what it will be. But we figured we should just check in. We see there's 14 of you there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Alan and
Look
Kootenays,
at that.
Auntie Lynn.
There's your Auntie Lynn. There's Alan. Oh, yes. Fine day on Kootenay Lake. Man, it is so hot down here.
Yeah, hot and humid.
Incredibly sticky and hot for the last few days, and we're going to be here all weekend in a dusty field full of bluegrassers.
But we're happy.
Yeah, we're happy. Yeah, we're happy.
Let us know if you can hear us and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Let us know.
There is a very, very weak signal right now.
Let us know if anything needs turning up, or if my shirt needs buttoning up. The show was getting a little too racy there. I think we should dial it back.
Yeah.
Besides, we're in Kansas. It's a prurient state. So, hey, look at that.
Hey,
there's your sister.
My sister. Hi, sister. Looks okay. Great.
It sounds great. Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Good.
Well, on my side of the family, I've been looking up trying to look up some family history. Apparently, maybe my, great grandmother lived in Kansas and then moved up to Saskatchewan with her and my great grandma and her sister. So my Auntie Joanne has been, promised me some more information about that, but it feels, it's funny how thinking about where some of your roots are makes you feel at home.
And maybe not just moved up, but like drove a train of horses
Could
up.
Be. That's my Auntie Lorraine likes to think anyhow, yeah. Pioneering women. They were
tough.
A force to be reckoned with.
We've been through South Dakota where we had never been. Well, we hadn't been together. And through Nebraska where we had never played yet. Played in Omaha and played a couple shows in Kansas the last couple nights. And folks are sweet. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, travels are good.
Yeah, travels are good.
Except for the one 80-mile-an-hour winds in South Dakota.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all right. We're a big ship. We just set sail and cruised on through to Nebraska.
And there was that thing in Kansas when we were coming in the big storm, and you thought we might go the way of Dorothy there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, drop down in
Oz.
In Oz.
All right. Well, let's sing a song.
Let's do
Today we're just singing 3 songs for you. They're all songs that I've been putting out on my Patreon in the last little while. That's right there. As you probably know, I've been putting out a song a month on there, and
They don't go anywhere else.
They don't go anywhere else yet. Some of them are going on the new record. Some of them aren't going on the new record. This one won't be on the new record. It's too new. But it's a song that I wrote at Kerrville back in at the end of May. And it's called A Small String of Lights.
Yeah, hi, Cheryl. Pipe in there on the comments if there's anything. Y'all are our sound techs right now, so let us know.
1, 2, 3. Oh.
Yeah.
2, 2, 3. When I was young, the carnies came roving, set up in the parking lot behind the mall. Blasted out Poison, Kiss, and Bon Jovi, hawk thrills and pleasures, and deep fried them all. Neon in spin, games you almost could win, quick whiffs of wild dreams that nearly come true. Nowadays I trade an arm length of tickets for what a small string of lights and the night bugs can do. Now computer that fits in my pocket and knows just the kind of things I like to see. And it's quicker than lighting a smoke to unlock it when a moment wants captured or a message wants me. A deliberate design to suck up my time seems too diabolical. Could it be true? Now one thing I know, that blue glow's got nothing on what a small string of lights and the night bugs can in the cool of the evenings, fireflies and galaxies turning in space, all tangled up like the hurt and the healing, like now and forever are the same place. Hard to believe what a warm Texas breeze, a mockingbird jukeboxing through all his tunes. Some whiskey, then tea, some old friend's company, a small string of lights, and the night bugs can Here's a small string of lights. All right. Let's check in what they're saying. All right. Yeah, Clark says we're sounding good.
Okay.
Hey,
You're hearing it.
Hey, Dee.
Yay.
Okay. Oh, Ted from Grand Forks.
Hi.
Wow.
Hiya.
Oh, hi, Rebecca. Hi to you, too.
Clark and Rebecca.
Wow, look at you reaching for that higher register. Oh, just reaching. Just reaching. Kind of like reaching for the cookie jar, really.
We've been doing
It's
a lot more
feels a
vocal
little
exercises.
illicit.
Yeah.
We have, truly. We're driving down the road going, and all that stuff. Like professionals. Thank you, Alan.
Make sure you can hear on this
Hey, Jared. Great to see you, man. You came to the show. Did we play that one? Did we play a small string of
Edmonton?
lights? No, up in Manning. I guess
No.
not. We played it in Manning. Well, it was so. Thank you to anybody who's on here and came out to any of our Alberta shows on our way out. It was so heartwarming, really, to see you all, to see friends we know, and and to feel famous, temporarily famous, right up until we crossed the border and played for 10 people in Bozeman. We felt super famous, didn't we?
Well, I'm curious what Benjamin's saying. I like a small string of lights around my guitar. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey,
oh,
Ben.
my gosh.
7 feet of lights.
Lights, wave tape. Wow.
Whoa.
Cheryl
Whoa,
and
okay.
I have a mutual friend, as some of you else will as well, in Bruce Ziff, who has lights inside of his clav or banjo
Oh,
when
yeah.
he plays. And
He makes the old time very new
Yeah.
school, doesn't he?
Yeah, and we're here in Winfield at the Walnut Valley Festival, and pretty bluegrass and old time heavy. So I think we're going to see and hear and play some old time music. So looking forward to that.
We've also been told that it's a politically mixed gathering, which we prefer. A lot of times in this business, audiences are self-selecting, and you can kind of get the feeling that you might be singing to the choir. I don't know, it feels exciting to sing things to people who might not necessarily share all of our politics.
Yeah.
And I think this is one we're going to try out. This is another new one. It's called A Bigger Tent.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Cheryl says Disco ziff, indeed that is. Okay, glasses on, glasses off at that awkward stage in life.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got friends who live in cities with brew pubs and bike lanes, who like sweet tattoos and foreign films and ancient grains, who seek out the finest, frothiest flat whites and macchiatos, who eat cheese made out of cashews and CBD gelatos. And I got friends who live in small towns who like to shoot a deer, who like dogs that like working, who like beer that tastes like beer, who say yes sir and thank you ma'am and even God bless y'all, who might castrate and brand at a testicle festival. And we're gonna need a bigger tent to fit us all in. I got friends who give their kids names like Kai and Leaf and Arlo, who feel like their fellow grown-ups failed the grown-ups of tomorrow. And I got friends who give their kids names like Colton and Shelby, who think raising them to respect the flag and their elders is healthy. I got friends who go to seminars and ayahuasca retreats, who might spill their deepest secrets to the kindred souls they meet. And I got friends who don't say a lot, but mean every word they say, who believed every word of scripture till their daughter turned out gay. And we're gonna need a bigger tent to fit us all in. Cause it hurts sometimes to hear my friends talk about my other friends, as if everything that's going wrong has got to do with them. I'm not shrugging off real differences, everybody's got them, just saying it's less about the left and right than the top against the bottom. Well, looking at the way some of my friends talk online today, I'm just wondering if some common sense got lost along the way. I mean, am I alone here, or does it strike anybody else like every side slowly turning into a parody of itself? And I don't know about you, but it's looking pretty similar to me. What they're doing there on Fox News and on MSNBC, they're both whipping up a culture war. It costs them nothing to take sides in, while saying next to nothing about all these workers organizing. We're gonna need a bigger tent to fit us all in. Cause the left I love was punk rock, class struggle and world peace. Now it's greenwashing and obsessing about the finer points of speech, as if making us use cardboard straws would somehow solve the problem, as if it matters less why people are homeless than what we choose to call them. And I could be wrong, but I imagine it was with less of a spurt that our grandpas fought the fascists and built all the public works. Back when unions gave us weekends, faced the bosses and their thugs. How come now it seems so joyless, censorious and smug? We're gonna need a bigger tent to fit us all in. Cause with an ever-narrowing circle who think just the way we do, we went from we are the 99% to we are the chosen few. And while we're arguing amongst ourselves, they're trashing the place, thinking they'll just leave us here and blast off into space. The folks who think they own the world are playing us for fools. They tilted the tables to win, got us blaming each other instead of the way they rigged the rules. But there are more of us than there'll ever be of them. Oh, we're just gonna need a bigger tent. How about conservative? Didn't that used to mean careful and considered, rather than racing to sell our inheritance off to the highest bidder? Is there something wrong with public parks, libraries, and post offices, or caring more about people's health than big pharma's profits? And is it right that the boss's boss earns 500 times what they pay the poor souls they hire to run the factory lines? But until we see the problem is a money-driven system, they'll keep right on blaming its failures on its victims. We're gonna need a bigger tent to fit us all in. I've seen the funky old places flattened out by the machine, all the houses with Black Lives Matter signs and no black folks to be seen. Well, the whole thing's just doing what it's engineered to do, a great redistribution from the many to the few. The folks who think they own the world are playing us for fools. They tilted the tables to win, got us blaming each other instead of the way they rigged the rules. But there are more of us than there'll ever be of them. Oh, we're just gonna need a bigger tent. Cause we belong, we belong, we belong on this precious little ball. We belong, we belong, we belong to each other after all. We belong, we belong, we belong on this precious little ball. We belong, we belong, we belong to each other after all. We belong to each other after all. right.
there, but that was right on time. That train was really blowing its
It was
whistle.
blowing. It was blowing a blue note for sure. All right. Oh, hey, Grace. Thanks for tuning in. Wow. Hey, and great show at the theater in Manning. So
Oh,
cool.
Manning was such a sweet
that
trip.
was so
Yeah,
sweet.
next time we're just gonna keep going up to Yellowknife though.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, we were too
that ought
close.
to be the
Too close to
plan.
Yellowknife. It was kind of painful not to just keep
Look
on
at
going.
there.
See my sister.
Double Snyder's in the house. There's
Yay!
Leslie Snyder.
Hi,
Saying
Leslie.
we're gonna need a bigger tent next
Thank
time we're in
you.
Northern Alberta.
Yeah, with all of
with
the,
all the people you bring, we are
promotions
gonna
you've been
need a
doing.
bigger tent. Thank you for
Thank
rounding
you.
up crowd for us, man. Oh, thank you, Donna. Hey, wow, look at that, Adrienne. Oh, thank you
Hey!
for tuning
Oh
in.
my gosh, hi.
Wow. And Steve, we're going to see you. I hope we're going to be in Kitchener-Waterloo at a folk night at the Registry Theater. We're so looking forward to that.
Damn good song
So,
right there, says Clark. Nice. So nice to know that you're out there, Clark and Rebecca. We miss you.
We miss you. Sorry we haven't been to Colorado. It's a big world,
Yet.
isn't it? Yeah. All right, well, we'll leave you with one last new one here. Before we do it, I should say again, all these songs have just been released on Patreon. Until now, they're just living there. There's 200 and some folks on there, and it's just a pay what you can thing. And I promise everybody a song at the end of every month. If I don't have a song by the end of the month, I pause the payment.
You
and
are
I've
a man
only
of
had to
your
do
word.
that twice because they just keep coming. We're at, I think it was 37 last month. So it's had me writing more than I ever wrote before, and I'm so grateful to all the folks on there for that little financial and don't want to let you down incentive. It's been awesome. If you want to kick into our diesel and snacks fund, that's where you do it. scottcook.net/store. It will be converted into cheese curds and delicious craft brews.
Yeah, and all the tasty potato
kombuchas,
chips around this country.
Every kind of potato chips. Do we want to show potato chips?
There's one.
Is it
As a matter of fact, we have one right
Oh.
within reach.
The Miss Vicky's looks different in America. Yeah. All right. Well, this is a song. This is another one of those songs that's been up on the Patreon.
I wonder how
and,
the lyrics and voice to instrument mix is.
I wonder too. I mean,
We don't
nobody
have to
said they
wonder.
didn't
We
like
could-
it.
We
so
could just ask.
yeah.
How
I
is
mean,
the vocal to instrument mix out there?
Cheryl is all about the cheese to chips mix. I mean,
Yay, cheese
so
and chips, I know,
that's,
right?
you
Yay,
know,
cheese and chips.
Yeah. Well, it's about to change anyway because I'm about to play this banjo.
Okay,
But, yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is a song called "Cheap, Fast, and Good." 1, 2, 3, 4. This town used to have a general store, bring 'em from the hills and hollers. Now it's not a bad drive and you can't beat the price. Get it at the Family Dollar, get it at the Family Dollar. And Dad used to keep a lot of stuff around for getting any old job done. But the fixing got hard and you can't get the parts, and it's cheaper just to buy a new one, cheaper just to buy a new one. The old feller said it and I bet it's true. You want cheap, fast, and good, pick two. Living in tricked out camper van's a dream for some young men and ladies.
Like us.
Well, the Sprinter sits high and it's a real nice ride, but the name on the back's Mercedes, name on the back's Mercedes.
You know what that means?
With all the specialized work they say it needs, I'll be bankrupt this time next week. But there's free biscottis and fancy coffees, and they call it a parts boutique, call it a parts boutique. The old feller said it and I bet it's true. You want cheap, fast, and good, pick two. Well, my friend Dave was still building his house with him and his gal living in it. He said, "You're tall, help me finish this wall, it'll only take 20 minutes, only take 20 minutes." Well, 2 hours later and both of us hurt and must have underestimated, I guess. He said it's funny because that's how wrong I was about every single step of this mess, every single step of this mess. The old feller said it and I bet it's true. You want cheap, fast, and good, pick two.
Oh yeah, get it.
My sweetheart grows food from the ground, patient as her grandma taught her. And if you want to eat good fish for free, you gotta wade with your line in the water, wade with your line in the water. And it's a long, hard work to understand everyone more light than heat. And I'll tell you what, there ain't no shortcuts to love and community, love and community. The old feller said it and I bet it's true. You want cheap, fast, and good, pick two. The old feller said it and I bet it's true. You want cheap, fast, and good, pick two.
Not a lot of air up here in the top of the mountain where you
It's
live.
weird being up there, isn't it? All right, well, thank you all for tuning in. Hey, look, Laura Jean just made it right there.
Hi, Laura Jane. We can
All
always
right.
do the replay.
And Rob says the mix sounds wonderful.
Oh,
So
great.
good. 'Cause it's not
Good.
going to be any other way. That's the way it was. Also, thank you for putting up with our reception. Yeah, I guess the middle of a dusty field in Winfield, Kansas isn't necessarily the best
Yeah,
place to do a
still.
live stream
I
from.
mean, look at us. We're all gathered here together, near and far. And it does make this world feel a little smaller when you all show up. So thank you so
Sure
much.
does.
Love you
Sure does.
all.
Yeah.
Hi, Rich and Christine. Oh my gosh, I hope to see you in Grand Rapids too.
Yeah. Coming up, we're going to play Sue Potter's house. See you there, Hope. Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Love you.
As a kid, all I could think about was getting out and running around. Heard my teachers and my bosses making offers to tie me down. But the poets and the misfits, the lost and profound, we're talking like the world's a big old tangle of souls. So I set out for the shimmering distance, not dressed for the wind and rain, unaware that any blessing worth having comes with a burden of pain. And all the love and all the hurt, the sacred and profane, are bundled together in the bittersweet tangle of souls. The way wound through towns and tenements, through deserts and dirt